Welcome to the north. Mist-covered forests, frozen lakes, long-buried secrets. The world is changing. Railway spread, science overtakes superstition, cities rise along with the illusion of safety. But beyond the light, in deep woods and on windswept shores, something older stirs. This is Vaesen, a Nordic horror role-playing game set in 19th century Northern Europe. The players you see around me are part of the Society, a secret order cursed with the sight. They see what others deny. Creatures of myth and nightmare are real, and they do not like being forgotten. But sometimes the greatest horror is the one we carry. Welcome to Vaesen. So in last week's episode, after dredging a skeleton and a sapphire necklace from the frozen pond, the Society confirmed what they feared most. The body was likely Ebba Pederson's, which raised an immediate and rather pressing question. Who then was the woman living under her name? Julian confronted Olivia, Ebba's elder sister, who broke down while describing how Ebba had been different since surviving a supposed boating accident 2 years prior. Her manner, her voice, her entire spirit had changed. Olivia's grief hardened into certainty. Whatever war her sisters faced wasn't her sister at all. Julian, recalling their earliest encounter with the supernatural, proposed the unthinkable, that they were facing a neck. A water spirit with a taste for human company and a dangerous misunderstanding of what breathing entails. The others were sceptical, but when Albert presented them with his prized Codex Occultum, an index of Vaesen law, the pattern was undeniable. Together they devised a plan: lure Ebba into the library, surrounding the space with Christian symbols, and line the room with steel to drive the creature out. Naturally, it went poorly. Over dinner, Selma innocently mentioned the recovered necklace, and Julian attempted to steer Ebba into their trap, only raised her suspicions. She refused to set foot in the library. Meanwhile, Anna covertly scrawled muddy holy symbols across the walls, earning Albert's baffled outrage as Henrik and Julian snuck upstairs to retrieve the ritual wax needed for the banishment. Cornered in her room, Ebba dropped the pretense. She confessed freely she was the neck. She had watched the real Ebba drown entangled in reeds beneath the pond and, overcome with fascination, decided to take her place. The haunting carvings and flickering illusions? Her doing, though not out of malice, merely curiosity. I forgot that humans need air, she explained almost apologetically. Julian and Anna argued passionately for compassion, persuading both the neck and the family to work toward peace rather than retribution. Albert, deeply moved, agreed to keep the retreat open, and the neck herself helped recover Ebba's body for proper burial in the village churchyard. With a fragile truce living between the living and the spirit world restored, Henrik interrogated the neck one last time to ensure her sincerity. Meanwhile, Anna and Julian each took a quiet moment to encourage Mikhail and Ivan towards something gentler, perhaps even affection. And with that, at long last, the weary Society returned home to the castle, their rest no closer, but their faith perhaps partially restored. Although,
and we had a nice long break.
To be fair, you did rest, so you know that's always a nice thing.
When? When did we rest?
Well, you had a few days. You all feel rested and recuperated.
After dealing with the neck in situ, right?
Yeah. You had 2 days there, and then you had nearly 2 days travel home. I mean, what more rest you want?
Yeah.
So, welcome everybody. As I hinted at the end of last week's session, let's go back to the castle. That's where they are. As I hinted at the end of last week's session, things are going to be a little bit different this week. I'm experimenting with something, and the players will be my guinea pigs. Now, tonight, so this is the first time the players know about this as well. So this is how tonight is going to work. I told the players that tonight is going to be a timed session. But that's all I told them. I also asked them all to select numbers from 1 to 6, which they then did. So for the players, it is very, very important that you pay attention to the person who is before you. So the order is Henrik is 1, Maud is 2, Taika is 3, Sebastian is 4, Anna is 5, and Julian is 6. So remember the person who is before you, because that is going to be important, because the timing is on a turn basis. This whole session is going to be in rounds. You will all have 2 minutes each turn. It will be timed. The timer will be visible on screen. And the moment that 2 minutes is up, it flicks to the next person. Now, while I say you have 2 minutes each, there are certain circumstances which may mean that you don't get your full 2 minutes. So be prepared that you may get cut off sooner. Now, as a couple of the players arrived just at the end, players be aware. You need to keep track on the journal, because I will be on occasion sending you all private messages of lines that you need to speak. As in, you will be saying things that you have no control over. So it will be very important that you say these lines when I send them to you.
And are we not letting people know that we have control over these lines? Are we?
It will be quite obvious.
Oh, okay. So we don't need to hide that we're saying something that you're saying.
No.
Okay.
No, it will become clear, and it will be quite obvious. So no, you don't need to hide it. But yes. So
I'm sure this will be very fun to watch, but like me as player right now, as Julian, do not like.
I'm nervous. I'm excited and nervous. Let's do this.
Yes, so am I. So when we left you all at the end of last session, you'd all been tinkering about, and you went to bed, and at that point, Henrik, you are first. So players, if you can open the map screen, it will show you the castle.
Did we arrive home?
Yes, you came home and you sorted out stuff that you wanted to do to the castle and changes. And
oh yeah, I remember.
I was very, very specific to make sure that everything was done before you went to bed. And so yes, if you have the map open, very shortly the timer will start. And
my map is Uppsala, not the castle.
That's your map is Uppsala and not the castle.
Yes.
Ah, I've got the castle.
That's most bizarre. Anyway, I will be changing the view very shortly. So with any luck, Carl, your view will change when I update the map anyway.
Cool.
Because the timer will not be there. So, without further ado, my heart is pounding. We're going to have to see how this works. So, without further ado, Henrik, your 2 minutes starts now. You wake in your bed. Light filters softly through the window, but it's really, really golden, quite bright, more than you would expect. Your clothes are laid out, perfectly arranged. Your collar is starched, and you see your Bible on the table next to you, lying open. In the background, you hear a faint sounds of a choral hymn being sung by a choir. Although you can't make out the words. And next to your nightstand, you see there is a note folded up.
I will read the note.
The note says simply, "I'm proud of you. The work is nearly done. A."
Do I recognize the handwriting?
You certainly do. It is the abbot's.
I crumple it up and stick it in my pocket, and I go downstairs to find Albert.
So you're leaving the room straight away. Okay. As you get up, you notice on the other side of your bed, there is a cross lying on the edge of the pillow, which you immediately recognize as an old family heirloom and one your sister used to play with as a child. And as you get out of bed, you realize that one of the paintings on your wall has also changed. In the painting is you, dressed as a bishop. You're muted, can't hear you.
Sorry, what else is in the painting?
You as a bishop. Maud, you're up. So as you wake up, your mirror, for some reason, is facing you in such a way, but it is angled down to show your writing desk. And written on the mirror is the word remember. It's either red ink or something else that's red. You're not quite sure what. The room is quite dark. And next to you on the bed, your ink quill is snapped.
So I'm going to pick up the quill.
Wait, sorry. And as you look at the quill, it floats up into the air and starts hovering above you. And then next to you, you hear a voice going, "Ah, you're awake. Wake up, sleepy face. You snore like a chimney." And you look over and you see this lady sat on the bed next to you. And you have absolutely no doubt. You realize immediately that that is Vanessa. "It's a beautiful day. Time for a story, don't you think?" She holds up a manuscript next to her and she says, "But not this one. I think this one ends differently now." And she closes the manuscript and places it on your dressing table, where you notice two other manuscripts are lying next to it. And she comes and she grins and she nudges your feet and she says, "Come on, Maud." And she gets up and leaves the room. Taika, you awake. In your bedroom, everything appears normal, but the air feels very dense and heavy, and the light is, for some reason, dimmer than it should be. You have a clock on your wall, and it seems to show the time as being 3:33. Outside your window, you see that there is a thick fog in the air. And you then realize that scattered all around the walls of your room are mirrors, but they are also all fogged up. Your bed has claw marks across it, and you hear in the background, coming from somewhere, the growling of a wolf.
What the hell? Look around, try to clear one of the mirrors.
When you clear the mirror, you see nothing, not even yourself. But in the darkness behind you, you see a pair of bright yellow eyes.
Fabulous. Can I leave the room then?
Of course. So you walk out of your room, and the hallway is exactly how you would expect it to look.
Great. Close the door.
Sebastian, you wake in your room. It's immaculate. In fact, even more immaculate than it usually is. You notice draped over a chair is a morning suit, freshly pressed. The sky outside seems to be overcast, but golden. There is a folded note next to you on the pillow, and faintly drifting in the background, you hear the sounds of a piano sonata playing somewhere in the castle. Mournful and yet polite.
Okay, I'll read the note then, please.
The note says, "We shall be expecting you in the drawing room. Do be punctual."
And do I recognise the handwriting in this one?
It is your father's.
Right. Does anything else around the room look out of place?
The mirror on the dressing table, like Tyker's, is fogged. There is a silver comb lying on the dresser that you can see from your bed, which looks vaguely familiar. Otherwise, nothing unusual.
So if the silver comb's unusual, I will pick that up, and I'll also try and defog the mirror as well.
You try and wipe the mirror clear, but nothing happens. It still appears to be fogged up. It sort of comes straight back behind your hand as you wipe it. The comb is of an old style, and you recognize it immediately as your mother's. However, the family crest that used to be on the comb in silver has been scratched out by some sort of sharp implement. As you do that, the mirror suddenly clears, and I'd like an observation roll from you, please. Oh, sorry, you've run out of time. Tough. We're into Anna's. You get 5 extra seconds, Anna. So when you wake up in the bed, your clothes are neatly arranged, but there are creases through them. They've not been ironed or anything. You hear in the background the chiming of a ship's bell. There again is a note on the pillow next to you.
I open it. What does it say?
He left hours ago. You said you'd be right behind him. Jay.
What? Do I recognise the handwriting?
Julian's.
Oh, Julian's. Okay. Anna's going to get up and get dressed and
Okay.
also be like, what's Julian's note doing on my pillow? Like, I know we're family, but still, mate. And head out into the corridor and be like, Julian.
As you get dressed, you notice your coat is missing.
Oh, that's fucking weird.
And as you get dressed, can I have a vigilance roll from you, please?
Oh.
And as you get dressed, you look in your mirror, and you realise it's you from about 10 years ago.
That was one hell of a good night's sleep.
Absolutely. You're looking quite refreshed and youthful. So, yeah.
Jeez.
But your coat is missing.
Anna's going to be like,
as you open the door to go outside, suddenly, hanging in the air right in front of you, is your coat suspended by itself, and it throws itself at you.
Anna's putting the coat
and forces So it sort of loops itself around you and forces your arms into it.
Okay.
Julian, at this point, you too wake up. Everything appears completely normal in your room. Your sunstone is sat on the desk, glowing faintly, but there is a note folded on your bedside table. The castle itself is in total silence.
Okay, let me pick up that note while sort of looking over at my sunstone. Can I give you an observation check?
The note says, "He asked for you. We did everything we could. I'm sorry." You can give an observation check. Yeah, absolutely.
Do I recognize that handwriting?
You do not.
Okay, can I go to my sunstone and sort of pick it up?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of glow is it? Is it like a pulse, or is it? It was
just like a light coming out of it.
Okay.
Slightly yellow light.
I want to go to the window and look out.
You look out.
Vibe is off.
Sorry?
Vibe is off.
Oh,
Julian
sorry.
feels the vibe is off, so...
Yep, you look out the window and you are relieved to see open fields.
What should be there?
Yeah.
Great. I will sort of groggily, in that case, slip my sunstone in my pocket and go to the door.
Okay. Yep.
I'm in my pajamas still, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But there we go.
Yeah, you open the door and the castle hallway is out there.
Right, I'll go get dressed then.
Okay.
Because I feel like everything's okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Apart from the weird glow. Yeah, everything's fine.
Yeah.
So, Henrik.
Henrik goes down the hallway and yells, shit's going on. There's shit going on. Problems. Okay. Problems. Guys, problems.
You get no reaction at all.
Is there nobody else in the corridor?
No.
I'm going to grab that picture. First of all, am I wearing clothes? I don't know where I was. I was in my pajamas.
You were in bed, so yeah, in your pajamas.
Okay, so I'm going to take that picture off my wall and go down to the kitchen, yelling the entire way. Help! Problems! Probs! Wake up! Probs!
Okay. So, yep, you head down. On. You head down the stairs, and when you get to the kitchen door, it doesn't open. It doesn't even move. You can't even budge it. Bearing in mind it's quite a big door. It's shut. And not only that,
I open the front door of the house.
You go to the front door of the house.
Yeah.
There is no door handle.
The picture there in the thing. What?
Yeah. You are unable to open it. There is no door handle.
I continue to holler, and I remand my time to whoever's after me. I'm hollering loudly, clapping my hands, being like, "Somebody come down here! Come on!"
You hear no response.
Chrissy, wake up!
You just hear this
shit going on.
You just hear this music still continuing in the background.
Oh, sorry, I was hearing music too.
Mm-hmm. You heard choral music.
Oh, right, the choral music.
Okay, Maud. Yep. So, yeah. So you had these manuscripts and stuff, and Vanessa disappeared outside the door.
So Maud is going to leap out of bed and grab her dressing gown. Vanessa, wait. Pulling it on, she's just going to briefly stop by the mirror and touch the writing with a quick finger. Looking at it, can I ascertain whether it's blood or paint or ink?
It is red ink.
Strangely, that's one of the better options.
You suddenly start to hear the sound of chamber music floating through the air. This is quite clearly coming from a phonograph somewhere in the castle.
So forgetting the ink, I'm going to turn to the door and hurry out, calling Vanessa's name and trying to head towards the music.
As you head towards the door, a red rose petal falls in front of your face. Looking up, you see the ceiling is covered in roses, all hanging down, all around. So almost like if you were laying in bed looking straight up, it would almost look like you were looking up on a rose garden. Just a little side note.
If proof were needed, proof that none of this is normal. Vanessa!
And you hear no response. So you open up your door, obviously into the hallway, and it's the same. So, Taika.
Right. So everything is fine in the corridor?
So you go into the hallway outside your room, and it's exactly the same as you would expect. Yeah, looks totally normal.
Do I still hear the growling behind me?
The growling has stopped.
Right. I will try and go down and say something like, guys, anyone?
So what, you're going to go downstairs, or you staying that from upstairs?
Well, I walk around my room first.
Okay.
Check nearby rooms, doors, knocking.
Okay. So you knock on the doors of the other rooms, but you hear nothing. Give me an observation roll. So not only do you not hear anything from any of the rooms, everything is the where you would expect light to leak from underneath the door. There is absolutely pitch darkness. There is nothing. No light at all coming from any of the rooms on your hallway.
Bloody hell. Okay, downstairs then I go.
So you go down the stairs and suddenly you find yourself in the hallway. But it's different. It's big. I mean, really big. The hallway is far, far longer than it should be. And all along the corridor, there are pictures lining the walls of people. But you can't see any of their faces. It's all of the back of their heads. Sebastian.
I believe you'd asked me to do an observation with the
Yep.
thingy. Yep.
Okay. So it suddenly clears, except for where your head is. That stays misted over, but you can suddenly see the rest of the room. And behind you, you see a face momentarily facing the mirror. It is the abbot, and it disappears almost immediately.
Okay. And you mentioned that the symbol on the silver cone was scratched. Can I is it literally just like a knife or something has gone at it?
Something sharp, has scratched it away. Yeah.
Okay. If there's nothing else of note in the room, I'll leave.
Okay. That's fine. So you're in the hallway outside your room. Everything looks normal.
I forgot.
You see no light again. You see no light coming out from underneath Julian's doorway, because that's obviously the door that's immediately opposite yours. There is some light leaking out from underneath the library doorway for you, but otherwise nothing.
Okay, if Julian's is closest, I'll knock on his door and see if I get any response.
You do not.
Okay, and try the door.
It doesn't even move.
Okay. And then I'll try the library door since that has a light.
Okay. So the library opens, but it's different. Anna. So the coat, as I said, flew at you and forced itself around you. You feel the coat wrap itself tightly around you, and it almost is pushing in on your throat, choking you slightly. And it freezes, holding your arms out to the side, and it is totally rigid. You are unable to move, and that's the end of your go.
Well, that's bad.
Julian.
Yeah, we're finished getting dressed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna go out of the room.
Okay. So, yep, you leave your room. The hallway looks exactly as you would expect. You see absolutely no sense of light appearing out of any underneath any of the doorways.
I'm gonna assume everyone's sleeping in. I'll head downstairs.
Okay. So you're down in the hallway.
Mm-hmm.
And where are you going?
Kitchen.
Okay.
Grab breakfast.
Excellent idea. So yes, you as you go down the stairs into the hallway, give me a vigilance roll. You notice that one of the portraits in the hallway just outside the kitchen has been changed. And there is a picture of a man there whose face is blurred for some reason. The artist hasn't done him correctly. But you're on absolutely no doubt that it is a portrait of the abbot.
Let me get a better look at the painting, seeing if there's anything else.
There is nothing else that you can identify. It's just clearly a portrait of the abbot with his face slightly blurred out.
So something is weirding me out because of this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna go into the kitchen and call for Algot.
Okay. So you open the kitchen door and you go into the kitchen, and in there, the food appears to be rotting away. Henrik, we are back with you.
All right, so my yelling has not brought anybody towards me. I haven't seen any humans.
No. By the way, I hope you've all got your sound on, people. Yeah, no, there's nobody.
And I can't get into the kitchen and I can't get outside.
Correct. Can I have a vigilance roll from you, please?
Of course. Okay, well, let's see how that goes.
Okay.
Oh, a big noper.
A big nope. That's fine.
Okay, I'm gonna go back up to my room, and I know I have a piece of chalk in there.
You go up to your room, okay, and you do not
find. And I'm looking for a piece of chalk.
And you do not find any.
Do I find anything that I can make marks with? Ink, pens, pencils.
There is an ink pot on your desk.
And some sort of brush that will allow me to use that?
There's a quill.
Cool. Okay, I'm gonna go back downstairs to the opening to the front corridor there.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't get into the kitchen, and I can't get into the other room.
The kitchen doesn't open. No.
Was the other one do? Was the other
you can
room
see there? You can see light spilling out from under the dining room and from the front room.
Okay, I'm gonna go into the dining room then.
Okay.
Can I open the door?
Yep, you certainly can. So you open the dining room, and inside you see a long monastery-style table. Unfortunately, it's Maud's turn. Maud.
I thought I had 54 seconds.
Maud is trying to follow the strange music from the distance.
You can't identify where it's coming from. But I guess you could follow it downstairs and see what happens.
I will do
obviously you're
so.
up at the top floor, aren't you? So
Yes, although actually, while I'm still on the top floor, I'll cross the landing and knock on Anna's door.
you hear no response. Can I have a vigilance roll from you, please?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
So as you make your way down the stairs, you'll go down to the first landing, and everything seems perfectly normal there. You're going to continue down to the ground floor, or
who sleeps on the first floor? Is it everyone else?
everyone else? There's no light coming out from under anyone's doors, but you see some light shining out from from the library.
Which is downstairs.
No, that's on the first floor.
Oh, on the first floor. In which case, I'm definitely going to head towards the library, and if I pass anybody's bedroom door on the way, I'm going to knock on those as well.
Okay.
As I go.
Fair enough. You don't get any response, but you go into the library, and in the library, the bookcases are all set out, and all the books are the covers are black, apart from a whole load of them which are in a pale cream, and they spell out, written in books, VCG and GM. Taika.
Do I recognize any of the pictures? I know there are no faces, but they look familiar.
Give me an vigilance roll. As you need to give me a vigilance roll anyway. Okay. There is something vaguely familiar about them, but there is also something vaguely unsettling about what you're seeing. Something doesn't feel right, but you're not quite sure what it is.
Nothing is right as far as I'm concerned. Okay, I keep walking through the hall.
As you progress down the corridor a little bit, you see that there is a music box on the bookcase right down the far end by the dining room. It's just sat there by itself on a little table.
Not sus at all. Can I examine it?
You certainly can. It's a beautiful music box.
I don't want to play it, but okay.
So you're going to open the music box?
Yes.
Okay. Give me an agility roll, please. So when you open the music box, you see that there is some paper inside, and the music box suddenly slams itself shut again, but you just managed to withdraw your fingers in time. And then it opens, and out from the music box unfurls a paper wolf, which just slowly rocks and shimmies like it's dancing to music that you cannot hear.
Creepy.
Sebastian.
I believe I just entered the library.
Yep. So you went into the library, and it's incredibly smart. It's very, very ornate, beautiful, twirled wooden paneling around the room. Absolutely gorgeous. And the shelves are labelled, which you hadn't noticed before. They're things like private correspondence, etiquette, protocol, presentation, aristocratic duties. On the private correspondence shelf, there is a whole load of envelopes. You suddenly hear a voice whisper out of nowhere, "One must never cause a scene." Vigilance roll from you, please. Suddenly, you get a moment of clarity. you realise that you are in a dream space. You realise that there is no way that you can be awake, and there is no way that any of this can be real. And as you reach this realisation, the bookshelf in front of you turns into a door.
Okay, can I try that door then?
You can. You open it, and it's darkness beyond.
Oh, by the way, was any of the letters, envelopes you mentioned, were they addressed, or
You can stay and look at them if you like,
I'll quickly check that
or
before
step
passing.
through the door. Okay.
I'll quickly check it before passing.
Anna.
I'm frozen. I'm gonna scream.
No, you can. Okay, you can scream, and the coat suddenly, almost like it deflates, and it just feels like your coat again.
I'm gonna tear it off and throw it from me.
Okay,
Give it a poke.
it's a coat.
And
Can I have a
was-
vigilance roll from you, please?
Oh god. And I was gonna shout for the others. More, Julian!
As you shout, you get a realization that you're clearly fast asleep. This must be a dream. This cannot be reality.
I'm going to
And as you have that thought, your bedroom door slams shut and changes colour.
Oh no. What colour?
It just goes like a walnut burr to it. So just a different colour wood.
Fuck, I try the handle.
You open the door and there's blackness beyond.
And I go, shit that, and turn around and I'm gonna go the other direction.
Well, it's your room or out.
Oh, so I'm stuck. I'm gonna try the bathroom door.
It doesn't open.
Damn it. I'm going to try and whoop, try to get the sensation of falling to try and wake myself up.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but it
Like-
doesn't do
like-
anything.
So you go, whoa, and because if you feel like you're falling in a dream, you wake up. So Anna's going to try and fall over to see if she wakes up.
You fall over and hit the ground.
Ow! Damn it. Do I have? I'm going to try and find my weapons then, and then go into the blackness armed.
Julian,
I'm gonna come out of the kitchen going, what the hell is going on? And I'm going to head
hang on.
for
Well, we didn't get through what was going in the kitchen, did we?
just rotten food, you said.
So yes, the food is laid out, and it's rotten. It's clearly been there quite a long time, and propped up on the side next to a bottle is a note.
Addressed to who?
It's just a folded up piece of paper.
I pick it up and read it.
You missed dinner again. We waited. Anna.
Confused, I'm gonna
Give me a
Grab
vigilance roll.
Yeah.
Confused, and yet something is most definitely amiss. You know deep inside that you have to find the others and know what's going on. And in that moment, the room seems to twist sideways. The walls start to ripple like a canvas. And suddenly this blue, shining circle appears in front of you, and it's glittering. And in the middle of it, there is a haze. And looking through that haze, you can see a figure, someone that you think you recognize, but you're not quite sure.
Can I reach out and touch this haze?
Your hand passes through it.
I'm gonna try and go through, I guess.
You go through. Henrik, over to you.
I'm going to continue hollering, and if the dining room is the only door I can open, right? The other ones are locked
So
or unopenable.
you went for the dining room. The front living room, the front parlor room. There is light coming from under there as well. But yeah, so if you open the dining room doors, and inside you see a very long, plain wood table, the sort of thing that you would expect to see in a refectory in a monastery. All the chairs are facing away from the table. It looks like people have been in there eating. There are dirty plates lying there, apart from one plate at the far end, which has been untouched. And there is, in front of that place, there is a name plate which says Henrik on it.
What's on the plate?
The plate is simply food. It looks like a very basic but acceptable meal. So yeah.
But is it like fresh, edible? Lunch, dinner, breakfast, edible?
It's
moldy?
dinner.
What?
It looks great. Can I have a force roll from you, please?
Yeah. Well, I wasn't going to eat it all in one sitting.
Okay.
1.
Maud.
Yes.
Yes.
I am in the library looking at a vast collection of books with initials on them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of VCG and GM. In the middle of the room, there is a little podium which has a mirror on it. It's not facing the door, so you can't see into it.
Against her better judgment, Maud is going to walk towards that and see if she can see anything in the mirror.
In the mirror, you see yourself, but you are fragmented. Like the mirror is broken, which obviously it isn't. So there are just fragments of you.
Maud is going to look from the mirror over to the books on the bookshelf and go, very clever.
Can I have a force roll from you, please?
4.
Force.
On success.
Okay, thank you. On one of the shelves, you notice a book on its side, as in it's not upright, it's been taken out and placed on its side.
So I'm going to go from the mirror to investigate that book.
So the book has no title, but it says the author unknown on it. And sticking out of it is Tyker. No, Tyker isn't sticking out of it, but it's Tyker's go.
Right. I'm gonna slap this silly paper wolf because it's annoying. And is the dining room? Can I get in? Because I'm just nearby.
So the dining room doesn't open. You see light coming from the kitchen and from the medical room.
Right. I'll try knocking on those doors.
Wait, I thought you were slapping the paper wolf. I really
did.
wanted that to happen.
I did once.
He did slap the paper wolf.
What happened?
Well, it's paper, so it doesn't really do anything.
Does it collapse?
Paper cut.
Paper cut.
Paper cut? What?
I'm knocking on the doors where the light is.
Nothing happens when you knock.
Can I open them?
Which one?
Medical.
Medical room. Okay. So you open the medical room, and it's quite quiet inside. In the middle of the room, there is a hospital bed, which is totally empty. There is a folder, paper folder, in the middle of it, on top of it.
I check it
Otherwise, the
out.
room is empty. Okay. So on the folder, it has your name written. And when you open it, there is an autopsy report inside, which contains the name of the person that was murdered in your village, Sebastian.
Yeah, I was having a look at the correspondence you mentioned to see if it was addressed.
Yep. None of them are addressed. All the envelopes are sealed with a wax seal, which contains your family crest on it.
Okay, I will open one of them at random to see what's inside.
It's blank.
Yeah, of course it is. And other than the library looking unusually smart and elegant from your description, is there anything else about it that looks different from how I remember it?
No.
No, in that case, I think I should progress towards the dark door.
Okay. So you're going to go through the door?
Yeah.
Okay. You walk through the door. Anna, you're up. So, Anna,
So
as you are desperately looking for
weapons,
your weapons, you hear a sound behind you, and when you turn around, you see like the air itself seems to part, and it vibrates, and Julian steps through.
Hi, weird dream, Julian.
You can respond, Julian. This is you.
How did you get here?
I'm asleep. What are you doing here?
Am I asleep?
I don't know. I'm asleep.
There was a thing. I saw you in a blue bubble thing.
That's nice. I got attacked by my coat, so it's been a bit weird here.
Oh, I hope we are asleep then, if that's what's going on.
Are we in like a shared dream again? Is this a real you, or is this like a dream you?
It's me. Ask me something that. Oh no, that would because my dream me would respond to you. Oh blast!
This
What's
sort of goes round.
how
But I
can
mean,
we
you
tell?
seem quite you, so let's go with you. And do I find any weapons?
No. None of your weapons are there.
Well, I'm unarmed. Anna's going to take off a boot and chuck it into the blackness and be like, I want to see what's in there, but all at the same time, you know?
Why are we throwing boots?
Anna points towards her door. That black voidy hole thing, can you see that?
Which you can.
Oh yes, not very nice. Why did you throw your boot at it?
For want of something better to do?
Of course, that's very.
I thought maybe some. Well, like I don't want to go in if it's like.
You can keep talking.
Okay. So. Right.
Well,
How do we get out of here?
I should have attached something to it. Anna's going to take off her boot, a second boot, and like whip it in, but hold onto a shoelace and then drag it back and see if it retrieves from the black void.
Julian watches with keen interest.
Oh God, does it come back?
Nope.
So like, do I just pull back like half a boot?
Drag it back.
No, you can drag it back, and it comes back.
All right. Well, here goes nothing then. Anna's going to hold Julian's hand and be like,
Can I have a force roll from both of you, please?
a force?
Force roll from both of you.
God. 1 success.
2.
Anna,
Yeah.
you suddenly feel something passes through you, and you feel yourself sag a little bit,
Oh.
and your vision goes a little bit funny. Lose 1 point of vigilance.
Oh, fuck. Oh, shit.
Don't like that.
No. I don't feel very well. Oh. Hold on to my hand, Julian. I'm going in.
All right. Are you feeling all right?
No, I feel suddenly less aware of the world, if that makes sense. So this seems like a great idea. Hold on. And then I step into the void.
You are unable to hold Julian's hand. You pass straight through his hand. Your hand passes through his.
Oh, shit. Oh, Julian, you're not real. Fuck
Julian
you.
panics a bit, trying to grab at her hand again.
Nope.
Well,
Henrik.
Henrik will ignore his place at the dinner, walk over to the other side of the table, pick up a chair, and try to smash one of the windows. Put a chair through the window of the dining room.
Give me a force roll.
Yep. Oh, 3.
You slam the chair against the window with extreme force. The chair shatters. The window does not.
Can
Give
I
me a
open the
vigilance
window?
roll, please.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. 1.
As the chair shatters, you hear a slight cough coming from the corner over towards the kitchen. And you see, you turn and see a figure sat on a chair deep in the shadows in the corner of the room. And you hear a voice that you do not recognize say, "Who guides the shepherd?"
I say the sheep.
And
I thought that was my end of my time.
you got 30 seconds left. The figure disappears, and all you see is a child's chair rocking gently backwards and forwards, facing the wall.
Facing the wall.
Facing the wall. It's suddenly light, no longer in shadow.
Okay. Was there anything good on that plate?
Oh, it all looks good. Maud.
So there was something sticking out of the book? In which case
Yes.
I'm going to retrieve it from the
page.
book and see what it is.
The page is mostly blank, except for written in handwriting that could be your own. It says, "She was remembered for the names that weren't hers." Give me a vigilance roll, please.
Oh my God, I'm blind. Maud is going to look around again and then call out, "Vanessa, very funny. I take your point. Any response out there?"
Nope.
I'm going to go over and look in one of the other books and see what's inside them.
They are all sealed shut.
Fine, I'm going to take the piece of paper with me and leave the library.
Okay.
I feel there is little point in knocking on people's doors again, but I'm going to try it anyway, just in case.
Why not? What are you doing, Tiger?
So what's in the report?
Sealed report in the middle.
Yes.
And it contains an autopsy report that you realise very quickly was the person that was killed in your village. However, throughout the report, where it talks of the injuries to this particular person, every other sentence, your name is written. And it talks of the claw marks having ripped open and exposed internal organs, etc., etc. And at the end of the results, it says, no evidence of an animal attack. Open case. No charges yet filed. And then in red ink, written on the back of the final page, it says, why did you run? In question marks.
Anything else in the room?
No. The room is otherwise empty.
That wasn't enough.
It's fun while.
Can I have a vigilance roll from you, please?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
I would leave the room then and try the kitchen door.
As you go to leave the room, you realise that this cannot be real. This cannot be reality. And suddenly, the entrance to the return to go back to the hallway goes totally black, pitch black.
Not black. Let's stick an arm into the darkness.
Okay. You stick your arm through, and suddenly you get sucked through yourself.
What?
Sebastian. I hope people have their sound on. You wake again in your bedroom. But you are stood up. You are not lying down, and your bed is perfectly made, as though you never laid in it, but you knew you were asleep. On the bedside table next to your bed, there is a polished silver masquerade mask, smiling at you. Your wardrobe door is open, and inside there hangs a masquerade gown, ball outfit with beautifully tailored colours. The air smells faintly of perfume and candle wax, and on your pillow there is a card.
So was all that at me? Because I dropped off very quickly and only I came back on for most of what you just said.
Yes, this is all you.
Right. So I had everything from the mask, although dramatically brilliantly, but inconveniently. Last one I dropped out just as I went through the door. I assume I've gone through the black door and end up back in my own room, but with a different setup.
Correct.
Okay. And so I've seen the mask.
Your wardrobe has a masquerade outfit.
Yeah,
the air smells of candle wax, and there is a card on the bed.
Right, I'll look at the card.
It says, you are cordially expected. Late arrivals are frowned upon.
Okay, and what was the bit on candle?
Sounds of a string quartet playing in the background. Give me a vigilance roll. You can overrun slightly just for this vigilance roll. Fabulous. Thank you very much. And now we are back to Anna. So you are desperately trying to get hold of Julian.
So Anna realizes he's not real and is like, cool, well, that's fun. All right. And she's going to go and start tearing the sheet off her bed and tying it around the 4 posts. Then she's going to go through the thing and hope the darkened doorway and hope then she can pull herself back if needed.
Okay. Julian, you watch Anna desperately tie the bedsheet to her bed, and she walks through the door, giving you one last look before she disappears into the blackness. And when she does, the sheet drops and goes limp. and then suddenly you feel yourself being pulled from behind, and you find yourself back.
In my own room.
Mhm.
I'm gonna look her. Can I give you a vigilance or an observation roll?
You can give me a vigilance roll. Yes, indeed.
Vigilance. The dog. I see a lot. Tell me everything.
Your room is exactly as I described it. There's nothing different that you notice about it. The nurse's note is still sat there that you read. The sunstone is obviously in your pocket.
Yep. Let me check it again. Is it still glowing?
No, it has stopped glowing.
Okay. Let me. Where did I come through? The door, or did I just appear?
You just suddenly appeared in the room. Yeah.
Right. Let me get out of that door again, or at least see what's going on in the corridor.
So you open your bedroom door, and the hallway outside your room looks exactly as you would expect. There's no light coming from under any of the other bedroom doors, and the house is now silent.
I'm going to grab a candle and a match from somewhere within my room.
It's all lit.
And go looking for something, probably crying out his name as I go.
So you're going to go up the stairs. Oh, down. Never mind. Henrik. So you're in the dining room. You're muted if you're talking, Henrik.
Oh, sorry. I thought I totally turned it back on. The meal on the plate that was assigned to me looks okay?
It looks fabulous. Yeah, I mean, it's a basic meal like you would expect to have, like you remember from your more monastic days and training. But it's...
Yeah, standard dinner.
Standard dinner,
calf service.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll grab a chicken wing, and then I'm going to go out back to the main hall, and I'm going to use my ink that I have in order to make a series of arrows. So anyone who is coming down the stairs would know that I'm pointing them in my direction to where I'm sitting in the main hall there.
So you're in the main hall.
Paint that on. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm going to paint it to where I'm to the seat that is closest to the dining room door that I just came out of. I'm going to draw those lines on the floor.
There are no seats in the hallway.
Okay, well, I will still draw arrows to where I'm currently standing.
Okay.
Which is close to the dining room door.
Okay.
So the arrows will touch the bottom couple stairs that I can reach from standing on the ground. Bottom couple stairs, arrows all pointing on the floor of the main hall there, pointing towards me where I'm standing.
Okay. That's fine. Anything else you plan on doing?
No, just pointing, so it's clearly over the entire hall that they can. Anybody who comes down the stairs will see these arrow lines. Yep.
I've just knocked on everyone's doors again in the hope that someone will turn up.
Yeah.
I might as well go downstairs then.
Okay.
I think I'm done with this floor.
So when you go downstairs, you reach the hallway, and as you come down the stairs, you notice there's something weird in the air, and the ceiling is covered in paper, and they're just dropping sheets of paper that are just dropping down onto you.
I'm going to take hold of a couple of them and look at them.
I'll need an agility roll from you, please. Yep, you absolutely managed to do that. So It looks like a printed book, and when you look at them, you realise it's your private diary, and it's various pages covering the entirety of your life since you started writing your diary. But it looks like it's been published, which is obviously something that has never happened. You also notice that the walls in the hallway are covered with portraits of you. And they all have name tags, labels on the bottom of them, like formal portraits do.
Yeah. I'm going to take a closer look.
Taika. So, you stepped through the door, didn't you?
Yes, I got sucked in.
Sucked in, that's right. So, you suddenly wake up in your bed.
What the hell? That's not...
Your blanket is folded next to you, very, very precisely. Your clothes are laid out for you. The clothes are familiar, and it takes you a little while to realise that these are the clothes that you were wearing the night you fled from your village. On your nightstand, there is a closed paper folder, and on the front of it is written, "Pending testimony." Your bedroom door is open very slightly, and the hallway light is flickering with an uneven pulse. But everything is deathly silent.
Of course it is. Am I wearing anything?
You're wearing just a nightgown.
Right. Fine, I'll change into the clothes that's nearby. And try to peek out into the hallway.
Okay. It's just the normal hallway you'd expect to see outside of your hall, outside your room in the castle.
I'll check the folder then. What does it says? What's inside?
Sebastian.
Yes.
So, we are back to you. So you're in your room. What are you doing? Can't hear you, Carl. Oh, he's dropped offline. Of course he has. Okay, in which case, we'll... Oh, no, he's coming back. You back with us, Sebastian? Sebastian?
Yes, I am back.
Okay, so you're in your room.
Yes. You mentioned something about wax on the last one as well. What was that, sorry?
I mentioned something about what, sorry?
Wax. Was it wax seal?
It was just a smell. Move on.
Smell,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Smell.
Yeah, I'm going to try on the put on the masquerade outfit, but carry the mask so that my face is still visible. Should I run into the rest of the party?
Fabulous, indeed. So you get changed, and you go out. What, you're going to go out into the hallway?
Yes.
Okay, fabulous. So it's exactly what you'd expect to see. The hallway outside your room in the castle, totally normal. Again, no lights under any of the door, but there is a light coming from under the library, as you would expect.
Okay.
And with that, Anna.
I went into the blackness, holding onto my bed sheets.
And you wake in your bed.
God damn it!
Outside the window, there's just fog, and you can hear the sound of water lapping against the walls behind you, which is bizarre as you're 2 floors up. Your room otherwise is pretty much the same, but you notice that there is a bell, a ship's bell, hanging in the top corner of your room. It's rusted and is just there. There is a letter beside you on the pillow. Oh, sorry, the letter that was beside you has been replaced by what looks like a logbook of a ship, which is open on a random page.
I read it.
It says, "You left your crew. What made you think we wouldn't leave you? Signed, A."
Fuck. And it goes to the mirror. Do I still look 10 years younger?
As you get out of bed, you realise that the floor is wet.
Oh.
You go to the mirror, and you look like you do now. You look like yourself. And it's as you get up and you walk over to the mirror that you look at your coat and you realise that it's blue.
Hasn't it always been blue?
I mean, sorry, it's red.
Oh.
It's not blue, is what I've written down. I've written down red, not blue, and I just read the blue bit out. My apologies.
Oh. Anna's like, great. Anna's going to go through the pockets. Is there anything else different about her coat?
Nope.
She's going to go and open the window.
You go to the window won't open. But the fog mist on the window clears and pulses in and out. And you see that you're looking out to sea. And you see there is somebody rowing in a rowing boat, rowing away from you. Give me a vigilance roll.
Come on, Anna, don't suck. Oh, 2.
You realise that you are watching yourself row away from the boat.
Am I in my blue outfit?
Yep.
And Anna's going to try and break the glass of the window.
Give me a force roll. Actually, don't bother. You can't. Let's save time.
Great. Ow. And she's just going to shout then, Anna!
The figure is just getting further and further away.
I don't know what to do. And it's just going to turn in her watery room and be like, what the fuck? Wake up!
At this point, you've got no idea you're in a dream.
Oh,
So
wasn't
you can't tell yourself to wake up.
In the last one?
You did. You realised you were in a dream, but now you're back to going, well, this is normal. This isn't nice, but you're in
This is how life is now, I guess, in a watery room.
No, you just can't work out what the fuck's going on.
I see. Maud? And it's going to try and open her bathroom door then.
It's shut.
I give it a bit of a kick. Maud! I go to my main door and try and open that.
Julian.
Yeah.
So, what are you doing?
Yeah. I don't know where I am. I'm on
You
the corridor.
were in the kitchen. Or you leaving
No.
the kitchen. You were leaving the kitchen and you went into the hallway.
No, in my room, but I've gone into the corridor. Oh my god!
No, you went downstairs and you went to the kitchen, and it was rotting.
Yeah, but a lot has happened since then.
Oh yeah,
Don't
sorry.
bugger
Yes,
up my
that's when you
time.
just, yep, sorry. Yep, you're back in your
So,
bedroom.
I've got with my candle. I guess I will go to. I'll go to the infirmary.
Okay.
just somewhere that makes sense to me, as it were.
Okay. So you open the infirmary,
Yep.
and inside there are 2 hospital beds covered in bloody sheets.
Wow.
Your tools are meticulously arranged where you would expect to see them. And there is a note pinned to the wall above your desk where your tools are.
Let me read it.
It says, "Why didn't you come sooner? We all looked to you." Written in your own handwriting.
Julian takes some mental health damage. Yeah, grabs that off the wall, shoves that in his pocket, and has a thought, goes to the front room.
Okay.
The room with the mirror in.
It's sealed. You can't open it.
That is the locked upstairs parlor where we.
No, it's not.
Mary.
No, it's not.
What?
It's downstairs. It's the parlor downstairs.
I
Okay.
put my back into it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
No,
gonna try.
it's not moving at all.
I'm gonna start shouting the others' names, and
Okay.
I'll just go looking for them. Whatever doors
Okay.
will open.
Henrik. So you're in the hallway.
I'm in the front hall, and I finished drawing my arrows pointing to
Mhm.
where I am sitting.
Mm-hmm.
So there's ink all over the floor in an arrow type shape, and I'm going to kneel in a prayer position and start singing.
Okay. What are you singing?
One of those old Swedish songs that Henrik sings that
I think
everyone
we need
would
a
be.
rendition. Leaf.
What would you do if it all came back to you? Each crest of each wave, bright as lightning. It's a song that Henrik sings to himself once in a while that everyone should know. I'm going to kneel in the center of the downstairs hall and sing it as loud as I can.
Okay.
As long as all the ink trails are leading towards me.
They are.
Cool. I'm going to sing that as loud as possible. Yeah, that's right. That's me.
Yeah, it's having
That's
an
my
effect.
rain. Here's the rain. I'm calling it.
Are you doing anything else, or is that pretty much all you're doing?
As long as all the ink trails are leading to where I am kneeling in a prayer position in the center of that hall, I'm going to sing as loudly as possible so they can hear me even in dreams.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on, but here we go. I'm right here, guys.
Okay.
Done.
Give me a vigilance roll quickly before you disappear. I'll move on to Maud, but I'll still see the result.
What would you say if you had
Maud.
to leave today? Leave everything behind.
Maud?
Even though
Yes.
the ones are
So I have gone to take a closer look at the portraits on the walls.
Okay. Yeah, you did indeed. So, underneath them, they are labeled either VCG or GM.
And do the pictures look like those individuals?
They look like you. They're you. They're pictures of you.
Am I dressed as myself the whole
Yep.
time?
Yep. They're all exactly the same picture. It's just a picture of you.
Repeated over and over again.
Yep. For some reason, Henrik doesn't like that.
So I'm going to go from one to the next just to see if there's anything, like any pieces of paper sticking out from behind any of the portraits or
No.
anything else.
Give me a
I see.
vigilance roll.
God, I'm not seeing anything today.
Plus, you're going to leave them all up there? No.
At this point, you go, there's something not right here. This doesn't feel right. And then in the wall, immediately in front of you, a door appears.
I'm gonna go through the door.
You open the door, and you see pitch black beyond. You open it, and then... Taika.
So what is in the folder?
So the folder... Oops, I've just lost my place with you. Inside, there are a list of questions, all of which are written in different handwriting. And it said, where were you? Why did you run? Why did he let you leave? And do you still think he would?
Fascinating. Anything else in the roll apart from blanket?
Nope.
Oh dear. Right, let's go outside and see what can we find.
So again, the hallway outside your room is exactly how you would expect. There are no lights showing from underneath any of the doors.
Guys, anyone? I'll try to knock on them just in case.
No.
Right.
Just
Okay, let's go.
total silence.
I don't like silence. Let's go down.
Okay. So you go downstairs, and as you go down the stairs, the hallway has shrunk. It's really compact, but the walls are covered in eyes, and they are all watching you. As you reach the bottom of the stairs, you can see the eyes shifting to accommodate your movement. And as you walk, you hear footsteps following you down the stairs. As you are in the hallway proper and all the eyes are looking at you, the eyes start, for want of a better term, crying. A liquid starts to come out of them. It's dark. It's a dark liquid. Can I have a vigilance roll from you, please?
I have nightmares for the rest of my life. Yeah.
2.
Okay.
Am I overrun?
No. Oh, yes, you have. Yep, you have overrun. Is Sebastian with us? Yes, Sebastian is with us. Back to Sebastian and his cool music. So yes, you're in the hallway, Sebastian. Can't hear you, Sebastian. You're muted. Can't hear you, Sebastian.
I can hear him vaguely.
Yes, that's because you're in the same building as him.
I can't because I've got a thick door between us.
Well, the only time you're wasting is your own, Sebastian. You need to reset
This is an interesting story, and I can't.
You need to reset your settings, or you're off mute. Yes, but we still can't hear you. You need to reset your session, or go into where Taika or Julian are, so that we can hear you.
Or just type what you're doing.
Well, yeah, it'll take longer, but yes.
Yes, it'll take long.
Well, it's got 36 seconds.
So yeah, you're in the hallway. The
Oh, sorry. I was just going to. Did I go in the library?
You're going to go into the library again. Okay. Library. So, in the library again, it's looking very polished and smart, but there's no labels. There's no correspondence shelf this time. It's just a row of books. Right, that's time up anyway. So, Anna.
Anna's going to taste the water and see if it's salty.
It certainly is.
Lovely. She spits that back out. I'm going to examine the bell a little bit then that's hanging up in the room.
Okay.
I'll ring it.
The bell has writing on it.
Oh, what does it say?
Crimson Tempest.
Great. Anna's going to give it a single peal.
And the rusty bell goes boom.
Anyone? Do I have my weapons in this one? I'm going to go and open up my trunk at the foot of my bed and see if I can find anything.
You open the trunk at the foot of your bed, and suddenly you realise you're wearing them.
My weapons? I'm going to pull out my gun and shoot at my door then.
You make a bullet hole in your door.
Cool. I'm going to try and... I'm going to keep firing and try and get through my door.
Why don't you just open it?
I thought I'd already tried it. It wouldn't open.
No.
Oh.
You tried opening the bathroom door, but not the bedroom door.
I know. I tried. Anna's already blasted a hole in it, and then remembers
Yeah.
to try the handle and tries opening it and opens.
And it opens quite happily. And it's the hallway.
It's the water now spilling out down the hallway. Is the hallway also filled with water?
Nope.
It's just my room that's got the water in.
Just your room.
Yep. Maud? Julian? Anyone? I'm going to head out into the corridor.
Okay. Excellent. Julian.
Yeah, I'm still looking for doors that will open from the downstairs and just sort of working my way up, I guess.
So, obviously, you know the kitchen. The dining room has a light shining from underneath it.
Go into it.
Okay. Can I have, please, a force roll from you?
Force. Minorly forceful.
As you open the door, you suddenly feel a wave of fatigue hit you. Take 1 physical damage.
Bugger.
Yep.
What do I see?
So you open the dining room, and it's covered in dust. There are no chairs around the dining room table anymore. But there is a mirror facing you. And as you walk into the door, you see yourself in full battlefield gear. Give me a manipulation roll, please.
Manipulation.
Okay.
Can I get my sunstone out?
You can.
I'm gonna whisper what's going on to it.
Okay. It's just a sunstone.
But like, do I see it in the mirror as well, like normally?
Oh yes. Your reflection is doing what you're doing.
I'm gonna throw the sunstone at that mirror.
Okay.
Lob.
Henrik.
Henrik is continuing to, as long as his ink trails are all there, he's going to continue to sing as loud as possible, trying to pull everyone into his dream. He's going to keep singing.
Okay.
And hopefully somebody can hear it at the top of his lungs.
Okay.
Convince yourself to someone else.
Okay.
Trapped to the wall.
Is it safe to assume that's what you're going to do for your entire 2 minutes?
Yep.
Okay. Right. So
loudly though.
Maud, you stepped through the door.
I did indeed.
And you awaken in your room. It seems to be exactly the same as it was a moment ago. But on the bed next to you, there is a letter. I hope people have the sound on. I love this one. On the bed next to you, there is a letter addressed to Miss Cupcake Gatto. Your vanity mirror is fogged up and cloudy. You can see your manuscripts on the desk are scattered and not neatly piled anymore.
I'm going to read the letter, obviously.
Inside, you see a very terse note which says, "We no longer require romantic nonsense. Please submit under a more serious name."
I'm going to put that letter down and go over to look at the messy piles of manuscripts.
Okay. Give me a force roll, please. Okay.
I did not have the audio on for Maud's dream. That's creepy.
Yeah. So the manuscripts are mostly blank, but you can see that they were written on once and they're just fading away. The titles on the front of them you recognize as titles of books you have written, but they're all fading away. But there is one single manuscript that still sits there, where you can read everything. And the front title of that is The Life and Death of Vanessa Martin, with no author listed. Okay. And that's it. So, Taika.
So the eyes are watching and crying?
There is liquid, yes. A dark liquid coming out of their eyes.
Do I see anyone behind me?
Nope. Can I have a force roll from you, please?
Yes.
You feel a wave, as if something has been sucked out of you. And your vision fluctuates very slightly. Lose 1 point of observation.
No, come on. What I observed already. Right, so where am I? I've reached the...
You're in the hallway, downstairs, ground floor.
Any doors? Any light?
So,
Anyone?
yeah, there's light coming out from the dining room, the kitchen, and the medical room.
Good lord. Right, I'll try and open medical room.
Okay, so you open the Julian's medical room. Hang on. Where are we? Can't find it.
Julian?
So, yes, you open the medical room, and it's nice and neat and pretty much empty, except on Julian's desk, where there is a stack of notes. Like a stack of paper, note paper. Otherwise, there is nothing in the room at all.
Check the notes.
Okay.
Later.
Later, indeed. Sebastian, are you with us? Is Sebastian there? No. I shall give him a few seconds to come back. Does anyone want a toilet break, by the way, whilst we wait for Sebastian to join us?
I mean, yeah.
Or are people happy to keep going?
I mean, I'd like a break.
Assuming that the library has nothing new from normal, I would like to go down towards whatever I think a ballroom type space would be that would be appropriate for the outfit.
Okay, so your plan is just kind of to go downstairs, as it were.
Yes, I feel like I got instructed to. People are waiting for me.
Okay, so when you go downstairs, you see lights coming out from under the dining room. There is a light coming out from under the front room, and the bookcase at the end of the hallway, which has a secret entrance, is open, and you can see it's open through to the occult temple behind it.
I'd have a cursory glance around the room. If nothing is unusual, then I'll go through that.
What, the occult temple?
Yeah, the room I'm in, quick glance, then into the occult temple as it's open.
Well, you're in the hallway, so yeah, which just looks the same as it should be. Okay.
Sorry, were we taking a break right now?
We are, as soon as we reach the end of Sebastian's time, we shall take a break. So, yes, you walk into the occult temple and you see, well, we shall find out later, I suppose. Thank you very much for your time, ladies and gentle people. We hope you are enjoying us. We will take a 10 minutes, 5, 6. We'll see you back at 10 minutes past the hour. Says, yes, well, it seems like the way this is going, you may have to get used to it, because this is probably going to last more than just tonight's session. So we are now going over to Anna.
Right, so I'm in the corridor. Anna's going to
You're in
turn
the
back
corridor.
and fire at her window and see if that breaks the glass.
The bullet hits the glass and passes through it, but the window remains undisturbed.
Well, that's odd. I'm just going to go
Give me
downstairs.
a force roll.
Two.
Again, you feel like something has reached inside you and pulled a part of you out. Lose one from your learning.
Fuck no! Why is Anna losing shit? What's she done wrong? No, I don't like this at all. Anna, feeling slightly dumber, heads down the stairs.
So you get down to the first landing where everyone else's rooms are, and you know it's the castle as far as you can see. Everything looks fine and dandy. And you're going to progress down to the ground floor.
Yeah, I'm going to head outside.
So you go down to the ground floor, and as you come down the stairs, there's something not quite right about the hallway, and you suddenly realise what it is that there is water on the floor, and it's dripping up to the ceiling. There is a slight bit of fog along the bottom few stairs, but not the hallway itself. There are portraits all around the hallway of everyone in the society, everyone you know, all your friends. But their portraits seem to flicker in and out. And with that, a moment of weirdness. Julian.
Yep. Where am I now?
You are in the hallway deciding where you're going to go. You could go, there's kitchen, dining room.
Let me go to...
And then there's the...
Let me go to the new places.
The new places?
I'm putting them on the map because I don't know the word.
Hang on, I need to open the map then. New places. Well, outside?
No, I know I can't get outside.
I can't see where you're... Yeah, it's weird. I'm not seeing where you're tagging.
I will we'll literally go through every single friggin' door looking for one that opens.
So as I said, you can go, there's the dining room, which you've just been in,
Yep.
the kitchen, which you've been in, and your medical
Can I look
room.
back through the kitchen door to see if that blue haze is still there?
No, it's gone.
Okay, I run up the stairs.
As you head towards the stairs, you hear a clicking sound, like a lock being turned, and light suddenly spills out from under the living room floor, up under the living room door.
I run for that.
You run for it. Okay. As you open the living room, the room is filled with stretchers from battlefield. In the middle of the room, there is a table, what looks like a surgical table, and there is a body lying on it, totally covered in a white sheet. At the far end of the room, hanging on the wall, is a portrait of the abbot, but he has no face. And on that note...
Is that because I threw the sunstone at the mirror?
No.
So what happened to the mirror?
Nothing.
Nothing?
The sunstone just passed through it.
So where's my sunstone?
Check your pockets.
I do.
And it's there. Henrik.
Henrik is going to double down on trying to be as loud and obnoxious as possible to make sure that everybody knows that he is right here in the front hall of the entire building.
Okay, give me a force roll, please.
Yeah.
And a vigilance roll.
Do you want force first?
Doesn't matter.
Got a 1 on that. And vigilance gives me a 1. 1 on both.
Roll one more vigilance die.
So you want me to roll
just one
vigilance?
dice. Just one
Okay.
dice. Yeah,
Cool.
just one dice.
All right, roll. Yeah, I said roll.
Okay. So you just sit there singing away.
Loudly.
This is testing your vocal capabilities. And
To the max. Somebody come.
absolutely. Right. So, Maud.
Yes. I've just seen the book about Vanessa's life.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to pick it up and have a look at it.
On the first page, it says she was never supposed to speak. And nothing else. Give me a force roll, please. And also a vigilance roll. As you stand there looking at the manuscript, you feel a pulling on your heart and a slight sense of despondency. Lose 1 point of inspiration.
Done.
Okay.
So there's nothing else to read in the book.
Nope. Everything else is blank.
I will put the book down and look around this not entirely my room. And is there a door?
Oh, yes.
So I will go back to the door again, open it and look out to see if anything has changed.
Okay. As you open the door and look into the hallway, and you see Ghost sat at the top of the stairs.
Oh, so I will call to Ghost.
Taika.
Right. So what was in the medical room? Notes?
Oh, that's right. You went into the medical room, weren't you? It was just a stack of papers.
Can I read them? Anything
Okay.
interesting?
Mm-hmm. Can I have a force roll from you? And a vigilance roll?
Please.
Okay. So most of the pages on the table are blank, but one of them says subject exhibits evasive tendencies, defensive humor, avoids confession, no physical abnormalities ... yet, and it's signed JS. And on the back of the page it says she will never forgive yourself. Sorry, she will never forgive herself. And that's in your own handwriting.
Interesting. Okay.
I will leave the room. And what else is there? Kitchen and...
As you no, that's fine. So kitchen, would you say? Yeah.
Let's try kitchen.
So you leave and you go into the kitchen, and in there is a small table which has often been used for prep work, and it's set for a meal for one. There's a teacup sat there with steaming hot tea coming out of it, and a second one is empty. And as you stand there, you can hear conversation come through the walls. But what that is, you shall find out later as we go to Sebastian. Is Sebastian with us? Yes? No? I can't talk because I don't know if Sebastian can hear me or not. As he seems to be offline again.
You better be here. It's the creepiest one.
Oh, yeah. Well, to be fair, it isn't. Oh, there he is.
Well, I'm leaning over
on using Tychus, yeah.
Yes.
So you walk into the occult temple.
Yes.
And there's a pair of velvet curtains hanging just inside the door as you walk in. And as you do, the curtains lift up, and you are standing on a theatre stage. There are spotlights shining at you from in front of you, and you can make out the first few rows of the audience, and every seat is full, and everyone is sat there totally still, and everyone is wearing full face masquerade masks, and they're totally silent. A sheet of paper descends in front of you and hovers in front of your face, and written on it in your handwriting is a letter that you wrote to your brother. That you never sent to him because you wrote it after his death. And the audience seem to be waiting for you to read it to them. Anna.
Anna's gonna. So is her pet? Does she also have a picture of her up on the wall?
There's a picture of all of you on the wall. Yeah. So the pictures are flickering in and out. Can I have a vigilance roll from you, please, and a force roll?
Both of my things are getting lower and lower by the day. I passed vigilance, didn't pass force.
You're standing as you stand in the hallway, you feel very slightly fatigued.
Oh no!
And you have an ache in one of your shoulders. Take 1 point of physical damage.
God damn it! Anna's going through the fucking ringer.
Mm-hmm. So one of the things that you notice on the portraits is the picture of Julian. Mm-hmm. All of the others, they there and they flicker out and then come back.
Yeah.
But when Julian flickers out, it's only his face that disappears. And when his face disappears, it is replaced by Victor's.
Oh, Anna's going to take the picture down and have more of a look at it.
The moment you remove it from the wall, it goes blank.
Ah, she puts it back on the wall.
And it reappears again.
Okay, well that's fucking weird.
You see,
what the hell is that about?
Starting from the floor at the base of this painting, you notice there is a set of boot prints that lead away, up the hallway, and disappear into the wall.
Anna's going to follow the footprints and walk into the wall and see if that does anything.
And you bump the wall.
Ow.
And go, ow. Julian.
I ripped the cloth off the body.
Okay, just a minute. Where are you? I'm on the wrong bit.
I'm in the front room.
Yep.
Suddenly.
You go up and you pull the sheet back, and you see yourself staring at you. Very, very dead. Your hands are folded in front of you, as you would expect, and under your hands is a sheet of paper.
Gonna gently take the sheet of paper out, see if there's anything written on it.
On it is written, "You tried to do it all. You gave everything, and it still wasn't enough. There is nothing left to take, so why are you still here?"
Julian's gonna start bludgeoning that face.
What, his own?
Yes, with the sunstone.
Okay. And when you do that, suddenly you black out. Just a minute. Henrik, we are back to you.
So Henrik's only been singing in the hallway downstairs for less than 8 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there any other doors that seem like they could be opened?
Well, as I said, the front room to the parlor is accessible.
Is that where we originally had the mirror?
Yep. And there is also a light coming out from under the oh, sorry, no. No, there isn't. Sorry, there isn't. So that's the only one that you can see from downstairs.
Plus the dining room I already went into.
And there was the library upstairs that you ignored before you came
I'll ignore
downstairs.
that. Okay, I'll open the other door then to the parlor.
Okay. So you open the door to the parlor, and in it, rather than the parlor, it is your seminary room. Looking exactly as it did when you were making your studies. As you go into the room, the door shuts behind you, and you hear the grinding sound of the lock being turned, a key in the lock, and you hear the sound of footsteps on stone in a hollowed space walking away from the door on the other side. On the desk there is a letter, and on the bed is a simple cassock on which has been stitched the abbot's seal, and you see something, a piece of paper, poking out from the pillow.
Oh, look at that piece of paper. Okay.
So I called to Ghost.
And he gets up and starts walking down the stairs, but looks over his shoulder at you as he descends.
So I will follow.
Okay. So you get down onto the first landing, where everyone else's rooms are, and like was on the ground floor when you went down the first time, there are pages just falling from the ceiling, and this time when they hit the floor, they're melting like snow.
And is Ghost still there?
You cannot see Ghost at all. You see a light coming from under the library.
This feels strangely familiar. I will go to the library on the off chance that someone else might be there.
Okay. So this time when you open the door to the library, you find yourself stood instead in the occult library rather than the normal library. And in there, the shelving is starting to sag, The room, there's lots of moisture in the air. It feels quite wet, and the shelves are sagging under the weight. And everything that you can see rows and rows of your past journals and diaries on there. And the shelves bear the names Varela, George, Varela, George. And there is one shelf totally empty that says Maud Martin. Taika.
Conversations I hear.
Yes. So, oh, I'm on the wrong bit. Where am I? So you hear conversation echoing through the walls. The first voice you hear, you recognize as Julian's voice.
She's brilliant, but she won't say everything.
Because she can't or won't.
You think she did it?
You have to be sure. One of the kitchen cupboards is open. You can't see what's in it, but the door is open, obscured by your view.
Can I look inside?
The cupboard is full of salt.
What the hell?
Give me a vigilance roll, please.
I'm very vigilant.
You really bloody well are.
Is there something in the salt?
As you stand there, you suddenly realise that you hear a noise behind you. And looking over your shoulder, you see a blue circle appear in the air in front of you, and there is a slight haziness to that. And looking through the haze, you see a person on the other side that looks somewhat familiar, but you can't quite work out who they are. And with that, Sebastian. Let me know if you go through that or not, Taika, whilst I hear from Sebastian.
Well, he's here,
Yeah.
and yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I scan the crowd? I know everyone's got masks on, but look for familiarity of people, even though their masks are off.
Nope.
And can I scan the rest of the room? Is there anything else? Oh, yeah.
As you scan the room, standing there, the spotlights get brighter and brighter and brighter until you are forced to look away. As you look away and you look behind you, you see a second door appear next to the one that you walked through. Give me a vigilance roll, please. Are you able to do that, or do you need me to do it?
He's trying.
So you're showing us offline to me, Sebastian, so...
Oh, okay. It'd be easier if you can do it.
Okay. My rolls are hidden, so okay, you got 2 successes. Okay. So yes, there's a door appears behind you.
Yes, I will go through that.
You open the door and you see blackness. You pass through the door. Anna.
Anna's staring at the painting that's swapping between Julian and Victor and just trying to work out.
So you followed the footsteps to the wall.
Oh, that was it. Oh, yeah, I bumped into the wall.
And yes, you bumped into the wall. So so you notice when you get there that there is a light coming from. So it's kind of between Julian's medical room and the living room. Mm-hmm. So it's that end wall. and you see that there is light coming from under Julian's medical room.
I head in there.
Okay. So when you open the door and you walk through, you find yourself in a cabin on a ship. It's wood beams and wood paneling, and it looks like it's a chart room. There are maps and things all over the place, and there's a big table spread out where there is a nice map laid out, and there's logbooks and things laid on top of it.
Is it a cabin I recognise?
Oh, yes.
Which cabin?
It is the Crimson Tempest,
Um,
looking just like it did when you last saw it.
I'm going to move around and have a look at some of the maps and things.
Okay. So the maps are just basic maps. They're ones that you recognise and know well. You're very familiar with them, having drawn a lot of the lines yourself. And they're being held down, open, because obviously there should be scrolls. They're being held open by logbooks, which are open.
What do the logbooks say?
So inside there are the following entries. Julian.
Yes, I blacked out.
Oh yes, you did, didn't you?
After pummeling yourself in the face with a rock.
You pummeled yourself in the face, and so suddenly you jerk awake in your bed. Your clothes are damp with sweat. The sunstone is on your bedside table, cracked down the center. The note that was there before is still there and is soaked in blood. You hear distant cries and shouts for help coming from somewhere in the castle. Someone is screaming out. You can't make out what it is, but someone is screaming out. Anytime you like. You're muted. Can anyone else? Nobody can hear you. There we are. Oh.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, yep.
I wasn't muted, sorry, but I followed the screams.
Okay. So you leave. The hallway is pretty much as you would expect it to be. It looks exactly
taken my
the same.
sunstone, by the way.
Yep. And the screams come from downstairs. So you head downstairs. In the hallway, there is a big grandfather clock opposite the portrait of the abbot, which was there, and the hands of the clock are spinning backwards at an alarming rate.
I grabbed that painting.
And Henrik.
I had just gone into the kitchen.
Into the front room, and it's your seminary room.
Front room, and it's my seminary room. I check in the...
So there was a letter on the desk. There was a cassock on the bed, and there is something sticking out from underneath the pillow.
Before I do that, I'm going to check the right drawer of my... Because this is my room.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to check the right underhand door where I kept, stuff. Check to see if any of my actual personal stuff is in there.
It is empty.
Okay, I'll look at the note under the thing on the bed.
Under the bed, or the note that's on the desk?
The note that's on the bed. The note that is not on the desk. The other one.
So there's a sheet of paper that's sticking out from under the pillow, and
yeah, that one.
That is a child's drawing. It's like a stick figure drawing. And it has 2 people on it. And written above it in very bad handwriting, it says, Henrik and me.
I put it in my pocket and check the note that's on the desk.
So on the desk, there is a letter that's been folded. And on the front, it says, Father Ephraim Corp. And when you open it, it says, I saw what happened in the cellar. You said it was a test. I need to believe you. And it's in your handwriting.
I keep singing as loud as I possibly can. And I guess I give up my last 10 seconds.
You give up your last 10 seconds to singing. Okay.
I keep singing as loud as and being as obnoxious as possible. Boom.
Maud. So there's the journals, and I said the shelves say Varela, George, and then there is an empty shelf which is labelled Maud Martin. And again, there is a mirror in the middle on a podium.
This whole situation feels strangely familiar. I will go and take a quick look into the mirror, just in case.
So you look in the mirror and you see yourself as you are looking at the mirror. But behind you, there is a tall, robed figure, hands clasped behind his back, looking at you from the mirror, not in the room. And as soon as you blink, the figure is gone. You feel...
Wait.
Sorry, go on.
I'm gonna quickly look behind me just to make sure, and then looking back into the mirror, I'm gonna call out for him to come back.
You feel like you've been judged, like you've been weighed and found wanting.
How unusual in our line of work.
And then suddenly you become aware of a shadowy figure in the room with you. Its silhouette is vaguely feminine, but quite indistinct, and it is over by the empty Maud shelves. And it seems to be copying notes from one book to another with very, very deliberate and strong writing. Taika.
So a portal or something?
Yep. So you're going to step through that.
Yes.
Okay. You step through the portal and you disappear. And Sebastian. You wake in your bed once more. The sheets are cold and damp, and it feels like you're lying there like you would be laid out like a corpse. The silver mask that you had before is cracked in two and is lying on your nightstand. Your costume, your masquerade costume, is lying on a heap in the floor, and it has sort of like a very faint white glow in the light of it. On the mirror above your dressing table, someone has written in the condensation in the fog, "The will is being read." The music that you had heard before has gone, and there is only silence.
Okay. Does the room just generally look like normal now, other than the damp cloth?
Yep.
No notes or letters of any kind?
Nope.
Do I still have the silver comb from before?
Do you still have the what, sorry?
The silver comb from the first time round?
No.
Can I have a look at the mirror and see if that's misted up again?
Yeah, the mirror's misted up and someone's written in the
Oh,
condensation.
sorry, of course, yes, I forgot. Yeah. If there's nothing of note in the room that looks any different, I will step outside the room again.
Okay. When you open the door, the corridor outside is covered in dust, and there is a single envelope resting on the floor outside. Anna.
Yes, the logbooks.
Yeah. So, the logbooks, where are they? There we go. Julian. Victor said the wind would change. It didn't. We drifted. And then another entry said, I trust Julian, Victor, to handle the forward sail. I need to stop looking over his shoulder. The next entry says, Victor, Julian won't speak to me about the crew. I think they blame me. Maybe they should. And then underneath that, the name Julian is written 6 times. Each time it gets slightly more erratic. And then underneath that, in clear writing, it says Victor. Just Victor. That is all in your handwriting. And on the other page, there is writing in Victor's handwriting, which says, Anna's heart is in the right place, but she doesn't see what she's not ready to face. A captain should know her limits. And that's underlined.
What the
Give
fuck?
me a fear test.
Yeah, I'm
And you're by
already
yourself.
scared.
So no bonus.
Where's empty fear? There it is.
Okay.
One
The
point.
room suddenly begins to tilt and rock, as if you're suddenly in rough sea. Water spills in through a window and floods across the floor, but you're just about able to hold your balance. Julian.
Oh my god, what's going on?
I want to grab that painting off the wall, the one of the abbot.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to sort of dash it against the floor, try and destroy it.
Okay. You smash it to pieces.
Wonderful. How do I feel?
You tell me.
Okay. So what's going on? Like, that the clock as well.
So the clock is just going backwards. It's just spinning. Backwards. The hours and the minutes, and it's just all going.
Julian does not like that.
There are lights under your medical room door, the dining room, and the kitchen.
Let me go back into the infirmary.
The infirmary. As you open the door into the infirmary, your ears are assaulted by the sounds of people screaming. There are 3 beds laid out with patients in them. All of them are faceless, but they are screaming nonetheless. There are tools floating slightly above them and beside them, as if waiting for surgery to be carried out. Written in blood on the wall above them, it says, only one can live.
I guess I do a really super quick triage. What do I do? What do I roll?
Give me a medicine roll.
Bugger. Where's this?
Are you going to the first one, the second one, or the third one?
First.
And are you going to try and treat him?
Yeah.
You can see that they all need immediate treatment. Okay. As you start treating, the scalpel and the tools work with your hands, even though you don't necessarily feel the need to touch them. And you work on the patient really quickly. And as you work, you see the other two bodies stop. The patient that you're working on, it suddenly develops eyes which open, and its face transforms into Victor's, and its hand reaches up and grabs your wrist and pulls you down, and you've run out of time, so I guess we'll come back. Henrik.
So Henrik's in his room, and he's looking at the letter, the actual big letter that's on the desk. Yeah. What does that say?
As I said, it was the one. It's just said, "I saw what happened in the cellar. You said it was a test. I need to believe you."
Okay, I tried to put my hand through the window.
Your hand just bounces off it.
I exit the room.
The door is locked.
I'm trapped in there?
Maybe.
Okay, I try again to the door.
Yeah, the door's locked.
I sit down on my bed and start singing again.
Okay.
As loudly and most obnoxiously as possible. Hopefully someone can hear it. That's it.
As you start to sing, the candles in the room begin to flare brighter and brighter and brighter. The walls start to vibrate in the movement of the light. You hear footsteps approach the door, and the key in the lock. You hear the cracking of the lock as it obviously unlocks itself. You hear from a door two voices. First is very clearly your sister's, and it says, "Don't fight." And the other voice says, "Taika."
Fight it.
And the door unlocks.
Was that Taika's voice I heard?
Yep. And with that, Maud. So, Maud, you are in the library space, and there is this ghostly figure in front of you. And as you face the ghostly figure, there is a glow from behind you. And you look over your shoulder and you see this blue circle suddenly appear out of nowhere. And Taika steps through into your room.
Maud?
Taika? Thank God. Where is everyone?
I don't know. I haven't seen anybody. I've been in the kitchen. What?
For how long?
I have no idea.
Has something strange been happening to you there?
Nothing but strange. I heard Julian's voice and someone else's, and
I wasn't sure if this whole thing was a dream, but
it feels like one.
it really does. But the fact that you're here makes it slightly less so, and I don't know if that's more worrying or less.
You tell me.
Because Taika is with you, the time will extend. So you'll get another complete 2 minutes, because you are together.
I don't think there's anything else to look at here.
Well, there is the ghostly female-shaped figure that's writing at the thing. But apart from that,
She's still there. In which
yes.
case, I'm gonna point at her and ask Taika, "Do you see her?"
Who is that?
I don't know. I'm gonna take a step towards the woman, the womanly thing.
The woman stops and turns its face, if it were to have a face, in your general direction. And you see that she is writing, as I said, notes from one book into another. But it looks like she is writing with water. There is a pen and an ink pot, but the ink pot only has water in it. And she just offers the pen to you. Give me a manipulation roll, please, Maud. And you can take 2 bonus dice because Taika is with you. So manipulation, and then plus 2 more.
Okay. Do I do that?
Come on, Mont, you can do it.
There we go.
Okay.
Apparently I can't, Taika.
So you reach out and you take the pen from her, and she moves to one side, and you walk up next to her. And you dip the pen into the water, and you start writing on the empty page. Now, of course, you can't see what you're writing, but you keep writing anyway, and you keep repeating the same thing over and over again. And you quickly work out that what you are writing is Vanessa, unfinished. And you keep writing, and you keep writing, and you keep writing.
Are you okay, Mont?
And Sebastian, we are moving to you. Or not.
No, I'm here.
Okay.
Yes. So I had just
Woken up in your room.
Yeah, and
you opened the door, and the corridor was covered in dust, and there was a single envelope on the
Oh, that's
floor.
right. Yes, sorry, apologies. I'll pick the envelope up and have a look at that, please. Sorry.
And written on the envelope, it says, "For the last to remain." And inside the envelope, there is a handwritten page written in a child's handwriting, which you realise is your brother's. And it said, "I waited as long as I could. I saved a place for you. I don't know if you'll come, but I'll be here. Just say the word."
And are there lights from under doors this time in that corridor? Is that happening?
No, yes. So, again, there is a light coming from the library.
Yep. I might as well have another glance in there.
You don't seem to get any further than the library at the moment. So,
No.
yes, you open the library, and this time it's looking again. This time it seems to be in a slight sense of disarray and disrepair. There's dust all over the floor, and the shelves are stacked rather haphazardly. There are some books and ledgers, and looking through them, they seem to be family ledgers, books of family history with obituaries and funeral plans. And there is one book sat by itself, which is entitled "The Line Ends Here." Anna.
Anna's clinging on with the room rocking like she's on a rough ship.
Mm-hmm.
She's just going to shout out, "Victor!"
The room stills and stops rocking, but there is still water sloshing around on the floor.
"Victor?" Is there a door? Can she exit the cabin anywhere?
Yeah, the door's still open behind you into the hallway.
Oh no, I want to stay on the ship.
There's no other option.
What about any more of the logbooks? Is there anything else that she can root through?
No, everything else is blank.
Oh, I don't understand what's going on. Anna rubs her head. and head back into the hall then, I guess.
Okay.
Hello? And I'm going to try and go back to the wall that had the footprints and tries to push on it.
No, nothing happens.
Anna steps back from the wall and shoots it.
There's just a bullet hole in the wall, but nothing particular. There are lights coming out from underneath the dining room and the front parlour room.
Anna moves towards the dining room and heads in there.
And the kitchen. So you've got kitchen, dining room, front parlour. Whichever.
Anna's going to the dining room.
Okay. So you enter the dining room, and inside, you're again back on board the ship. It's like a captain's cabin, but there is a table laid out with a lavish dinner. Oh, and we're out of time.
Oh my god.
Julian.
So Victor pulled me down.
Victor grabs you and pulls you towards him and forces you into a kneeling position. The other hand grabs the scalpel and he looks at you and says, I always wondered why it wasn't you. Now I know you couldn't choose. You let me die. You saved strangers. Was that easier for you? I kept thinking you'd turn round, that you'd come back, but you never turned. You never
I didn't know of your
me.
existence. I didn't know of your existence. I didn't understand. I didn't know. I swear I didn't know.
You never knew me. Just what I was worth.
That's not true. I would have done anything, but I knew that you were already dead. You said you were already dead.
Give me an inspiration roll, please.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Victor lets go of you, lies back, and disappears.
I think Julian's
Give
going to
me a
have
vigilance roll.
a little bit of a cry at this point.
Okay.
Bugger. Can I sort of like get up and just sort of like
As you get up,
keep moving.
you notice a door to a storage cupboard on the opposite wall. And it very gently creaks open.
That's terrifying. I will stay rooted to the spot. Can I grab the scalpel?
Henrik.
Just so you know.
So I can't open the door. Yeah, that was a gremlin hand, Lexi. It was a gremlin hand. So I can't open the door or break the window?
No.
I'm going to tear off a strip of the paper and write on it, let me out, and I'm going to slide that under my door out into the hallway, and I'm going to sit down on my bed and continue
Oh,
singing.
no, sorry. Yes, you can open the door.
What? Oh,
sorry,
okay,
yes,
well,
you just, because you were singing, and I said that we finished with the door being unlocked. So yes, you can open the door.
Oh, so it's unlocked.
Mm-hmm.
So I peek out into what I say
Into the
is
hallway?
my house. What is the hallway?
Yep. It's back into
what is the hallway?
It's just back into the normal hallway in the castle. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I will leave my room into the castle hallway.
Mm-hmm.
And wait, am I back on the second floor where my room was?
No,
or
down the bottom.
The kitchen.
Down on the ground floor. So you've got.
I imagine this door to be the.
No, you were downstairs on the ground floor.
So I imagined this door to be the dining room door or the kitchen
No,
door?
this was the front parlour.
Front parlor. Okay.
Yep, where the mirror had been.
Okay, I close the door and I open it again and look inside.
It's exactly the same.
You mean it's my dorm room?
Yep.
Okay, I go across the hall to where I just came out of the dining room 3 minutes ago. I look inside that room.
Yep. Looks exactly the same. It's the monastic table all set out.
Okay, I go inside the dining room and sit down on my seat
Okay.
and start
That's
eating.
fine. Okay. Maud. So you and Tyker are there.
Tyker is watching me right.
Yeah. You suddenly seem to snap out of it. And
Are you alright, Maud?
I don't know. I look down at the page. I don't know
give
if I
me a
can.
vigilance roll, please. You look down at the page, and the page is just blank. And at that moment, the wall in front of you morphs into a door.
Is the woman still there?
Yep. She's just stood there, looking at you. At least you assume she is. You can't see her face because she's just like a shadow.
I'm going to look back at Tyker and nod towards the door. What do you think?
I mean, worth a try, I suppose.
Why not? It's been that kind of night so far.
So you open the door, and it's black beyond.
Is it black for me too?
Mm-hmm.
Going to take one last look at the woman to see if there's anything distinguishing about
Nothing
her
at
at all.
Nothing at all.
Shake my head, look back at Tyker. Are you still up?
Are you both stepping through? Come on, you've got 5 seconds to go.
Yes?
My hand, yes.
Okay, you both step through. And Tyker, you find yourself back in the kitchen.
What? Maud?
By yourself.
Maud? No! God damn it. Kitchen is the same, nothing new.
Nope.
Fine. I leave the kitchen and any paths open to me.
So you have available. You have the obviously Julian's the medical room and the dining room.
But I've been to Julian's medical room, so let's try to the dining room. What's going on there?
Okay. So as you open the dining room door, the room goes dark. The door shuts behind you, and then suddenly you get lit by a single light.
Ow!
And very faintly in the background, you see the table lit in front of you, and it kind of feels a little bit like a courtroom. And you are pinned in this white-blue light. And it gets brighter and brighter. And then a voice comes from one of the people sat in the desk in front of you. Answer the question.
What's the question? What's going on?
Sebastian. Sometimes these 2-minute timings are just perfect.
So the library didn't hold this just looked out of sorts, but didn't have anything of interest.
Well, there was the family ledger. There were ledgers, obituaries, funeral plans, and a single book entitled "The Line Ends Here."
And does that have any indicator on it of the family? Does it have like my family name on it or a family?
It just says all it says is "The Line Ends Here." Are you going to open it?
Please.
Okay, so you open it and the pages are blank. But as you turn the pages and you touch the paper, blood red, comes from the paper under your fingers and spreads across the page. And all it says all the way down are names and dates. And it's your name every single time. And the dates are things like your birthday, your brother's birthday, Christmas, parents' wedding anniversary. And it's all just really important dates from your life, but with your name written next to them. And then
sorry, I know I'm not there. Is it dates in the future as well?
This is Carl's. Sorry,
I know,
but
I'm helping him out.
I have.
And
as you get to the bottom of the page, there are random dates in the future as well. And then you hear a voice coming from behind the bookshelves, your brother's, and it says, "And you kept living. Why?" Anna.
The captain's room she's in, is this from the Tempest again?
Yeah, it's laid out as a lavish dinner. There's a dinner laid out on the table, but yes, it is the captain's room from the Tempest. And sat at the table, which is the table is laid for 3. There are 2 empty spaces and 1 occupied, and the occupied space has Victor sitting in it.
Anna's going to run and hug him.
He is totally stiff as a board and unresponsive.
Shit.
It's a mannequin body. Give me a manipulation roll, please.
God. What, like...
Give me a manipulation roll.
Different dead, or like mannequin is in plastic?
Just totally stiff. But as you put your arms around him, his head snaps to you and he grabs you by the shoulders.
Oh no.
And pushes you down into the chair next to him. And once you're sat in the chair, you find that you're unable to get up and move. Julian, you're up.
Yeah, watch the storage cupboard door open.
Yep.
Can I grab that scalpel as subtly as possible, please?
Yep. It's only just creaked open a little bit. It's just.
I'll stand and go to it very gingerly.
Okay.
More gingerly than this.
More gingerly than a ginger.
Quite right.
So, when you open the cupboard door and see inside, it's a storage cupboard. But all that's in there, facing you, is a cracked mirror. And as the door opens, blood starts to run from the top of the frame over the glass. And your reflection suddenly starts to flicker. One moment you're looking at yourself, and the next... Oh, let's stop myself being Sebastian. And the next, you are looking at...
Don't want to. Don't really want to.
that. And it just flickers between you and that. Flicker, 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 flicker.
That's horrendous.
And then a voice starts whispering, "Look closer. Look closer." Give me a force roll.
Fuck. It's always the one that's out of sight.
Slam your eyeballs right up.
Suddenly the mirror tilts towards you and you feel yourself being pulled into the glass. And with that, people, we are going to stop for today.
That's where you're going. Eyeballs right up against the glass.
We should have got rid of that fucking mirror when we had a chance.
Yeah,
No,
we
that's
should,
the mirror,
didn't we?
Why
Henrik?
didn't we? Why did we leave
That's
it?
not doing that.
Because Henrik insisted we keep it in case it was useful.
Yes, correct.
This is useful, really useful.
Well, I wasn't expecting this stuff to happen. But we don't even know it's
Exactly.
that one. We don't even know it's that one. It could be any of the other mirrors in our house.
Oh my god.
Absolutely. We'll go with that. It could be any of them.
Oh my god.
If
We've
it
got a
is-
lot of creepy mirrors. We kind of collect them. It's all right. Don't give me a hard time because I wanted the one mirror to help get Jeremy out of prison or whatever.
Oh my god.
It should be face
So-
down, by the way. It should not be working.
So how are people finding this so far?
Tense.
This is horrendous.
Very tense. I don't like it. It's scary.
I'm really-
It's very good. It's interesting. I'm enjoying
I'm
the-
really enjoying the time limit thing. I'm enjoying
Yeah.
that.
I'm-
However, I think
No.
I can speak for the rest of us that we have no idea what the fuck's going on. Yeah.
This could last a while.
It might not.
I'm really worried. This
Yeah,
is gonna
we
last
could
a
just
while.
completely find the solution by the next thing we have all tried to break. We have tried to break windows, mirrors, portraits, ripped up things. Did I burn anything yet?
I think you will get a good idea what's going on within the first half an hour of the next session. Maybe an hour. But
Well,
first
we're
half an
all
hour.
trying our plan Bs, which are set the place on fire and kick them in the nuts.
Yeah.
That's what we're all on now.
Break shit. Yeah.
I think that was Anna's first move.
You did. You shot. Anna shot 3 different non-personal objects.
That's Anna's default first move, to be
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah.
There are
Yes,
3
this
bullet
is true.
holes now.
A
that there
version of stab attack.
That's it,
It
yeah.
hasn't been working. And what's going on with Victor and Julian? Why are they interchanging? What the fuck's happening there?
Mm.
More bullets is the answer.
And what was going on with like Julian and Victor and like what the hell? And like, oh my god.
More bullets, please.
Let's do XP very quickly.
Yes, please.
So did you participate in the session? Yes, you did. And the annals were done. So we got that. Have you confronted any Vaesen? No, not yet. Have you identified a previously unknown Vaesen? No, not yet. Have you been affected by your dark secret? If you think you have, which let's be honest, I think it's safe to say all of you.
Everyone.
So yeah.
Could we
have
just
you taken
default
risks-
yes on this one?
Have you taken risks to protect other people? No, none of you have yet. Have you learned anything?
No.
No, that's our main problem.
I would
Not
agree
a
with that.
damn thing. Not a
Have you,
friggin' clue.
have you developed something in your headquarters? No. Have any of you performed?
Fear. We have developed fear in our headquarters. Thank you very much.
Crisis. A faith
Yeah.
crisis.
So, 3 XP each, people.
Nonsense.
Oh my god.
Absolutely. So, people who are watching this, thank you very much for tuning in. We shall see you. What are people's plans for this coming week? Friday is out, isn't it? Because Anna and Maud can't do Friday.
Yeah.
So, how is the weekend looking for people?
I can't do this weekend.
Or Thursday?
I can do Thursday.
I can do Thursday.
I can't do Saturday.
How about Thursday? then.
Thursday's okay though.
Do people want to do a session and
Wait.
have 2 nights off and be back?
Yeah, why
So
not?
3 nights time?
Um,
Yeah? Okay. So people watching online, we shall see you Thursday for part 2, and we'll see if they get to the bottom of what's going on here. In the meantime,
No.
thank
Just
you
a
all.
single clue.
Absolutely. In the meantime, thank you all for tuning in, and thank you for watching, and we shall see you for more Thursday's Children.